So in this video, I'll be exploring the Indian culture in Malaysia at the famous brick fields, also known as Little India. So this video is all about Little India of Malaysia. When I talk about Indians, especially I'm at the most famous Little India. Wherever you go, whatever you see will have an Indian touch. There are a lot of Indian supermarkets, Indian restaurants, and Indian food is a huge thing over here. But when I talk about India, I'm talking about South India, and when I talk about South India, I'm talking majority Tamils. So they form 80% of population in Malaysia, and along with them, there are a lot of people from Andhra Pradesh and Kerala. But Tamil Indians are the majority when I talk about the Indian culture in Malaysia, and yes, they have been living here for ages. When you talk about the history of Indian culture in Malaysia, it dates back from 14th century. And yes, Indians started coming to Malaysia around 18th century when British ruled Malaysia over here. Indians came here to do plantation works, and also, like famously in other parts of the world, British acquired a lot of Indians for construction works to build railway tracks, and that is how majority of Indians immigrated to Malaysia. And when you come to Little India, also known as brick fields, you will not even feel like you're missing home. It literally feels like a mini South India. So I'm from Chennai, so it literally shouts Chennai to me. Almost all the famous restaurants that I see in my city are there here. So as an Indian, if you feel like coming to brick fields, especially staying here, you wouldn't even think that you were in Malaysia. It almost feels like India to me. Also, when I talk about how the Indians are treated in Malaysia, there are a lot of issues Indians face in Malaysia, and also the economical status have just improved a little bit. Even now, lot of Indians who live here work as daily laborers in construction sites. They work in menial jobs. To be really honest with you, I'm not generalizing it, but majority of Indians that I've seen are working as laborers over here. So that is one thing that I noticed. That is the case of Indians in anywhere you go. Even when you go to Dubai, you'll see a lot of Indians working as laborers, but that doesn't mean all the Indians are laborers. Yes, there's a movie called Kabali. It's by Rajinikanth, and it also talks about some sensitive issues about the rights, how they started from nowhere, they have come to the top. Yes, if you want to know the status of Indians in Malaysia, you should definitely check the movie out. It talks about reality, and I feel even now Indians are not treated that well when I compare to Chinese or the natives over here. Since I'm at Brickfields, there is a huge connection between the name of this place and Indians. So back then, when I'm talking about 18th century, a lot of the entire Malaysia was not developed, and almost all the houses were made of wood. So I think there was a natural disaster, and a lot of houses got damaged, and that is when the government over there decided to build houses made of proper bricks and tile, and that is when brickfields become the commercial hub to sell all products to build proper houses. That is how brickfields gets the name. Along with it, in order to employ workers, the Malaysian government, they got a lot of workers from Sri Lanka, from Tamil Nadu, and that is how around 19th century lot of Indians came all the way from South India to Malaysia. They worked here as laborers. They left all the families back home, and somehow in a matter of few years the families came all over to Malaysia, and right now that is how the origin of the entire Indian culture, the South Indian Tamil culture, starts in Malaysia.